Ballots that Congress finished counting overnight were delivered to Congress in what you see on your screen right here, these wooden boxes. Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley, probably didn't know him before this, but you might know him now, tweeted this photo saying Senate staffers grabbed the ballots as they were rushed out of the chamber. Rioters did get into the Senate chamber, but not the House chamber. Senator Merkley says if they weren't grabbed in time, they would have been burned by the mob. Now, at the beginning of the newscast, we told you that the curfew in Washington, D.C. expired at 5 o'clock here, St. Louis time.
Yeah, but the federal district will stay under a public emergency for the next 15 days. That order extends through President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration.
Now, these are the images that are just, should we say, at the very least, just so shocking for people to really take in. People storming our Capitol. And this morning, police say 4 people are dead in the wake of what many are calling an insurrection.
Yeah, police say that one woman was shot and killed inside the Capitol building. The other 3 people suffered medical emergencies. 52 people were arrested in the District of Columbia and 14 officers were hurt during these riots. Laura?
And Mo, this is the moment, you see it right here, that protesters and rioters pushed through the line of officers who are guarding the U.S. Capitol building. You see a violent struggle ensuing, and then officers start running up the steps. Minutes later, though, Trump's supporters start to flood into the Capitol building. You hear the sound of glass breaking as people try to push their way through those locked doors. Protesters were not able to get through those doors, however, but then video shows dozens walking through Statuary Hall. And under the rotunda in the crypt, you see this, rioters and police get into a shoving match with each other. This all happening as both houses of Congress debated the Electoral College vote. Senators were rushed out of their chamber. The mobs of people were able to get onto the Senate floor after it was evacuated. Officials say the Senate floor was cleared of rioters shortly after they made their way in. Over on the other side of the Capitol, in the House chamber, Capitol Police blocked the main entrance with furniture. Protesters, though, broke the glass in one of the doors. Video shows police inside the House with guns drawn. Many of the House members had already been evacuated at this point, but members of the media were still up in the gallery. That's how we're able to get so many of these images. Several congressional offices were also trashed during the riots, including the office of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. This is a viral image making its way all over the world of one rioter sitting at her desk. It is no doubt these images will live in our minds and also the history books for years to come. Right now, the FBI is asking for help in identifying individuals who are actively instigating violence in Washington, D.C.